I want to go right now to my former, to my guest. My guest, he's former special assistant to President George W. Bush, Scott Jennings, on this. Scott, this report seems to indicate that Iran is using these commercial planes to smuggle weapons. The administration, per their statement, says no, Iran is only approved to use them for commercial use. So I guess my question here is there no way to check? Shouldn't there be some way to check and make sure that, in fact, that's exactly what Iran is using them for?
Well, that's exactly right. And just because they say they're going to use them for that purpose doesn't mean they're going to. And we have intelligence from the Israelis. The ambassador to the United Nations from Israel has unveiled their own intelligence, which indicates Iran is using these aircraft to smuggle weapons to Hezbollah. And we've got real consternation on the Hill. We've got Hill sources today saying that the Obama administration is turning a blind eye to all these warning flags here. So it seems to me that the right thing to do for Obama is to pump the brakes on this and at least investigate what the Israelis have to say. We've got two countries at play here, Israel and Iran. And who are you going to believe on intelligence like this? I think most Americans want Israel.
This, that Fox News has heard from a senior official who is telling us, an official, a U.S. official that has been briefed on the matter, who is telling us that they are using what you call a diplomatic pouch, a dip pouch, to do this, that they're basically putting this into the plane via these pouches. That's pretty alarming stuff, and perhaps it speaks in general about the challenges we now as a country face having entered this deal in the first place.
Yeah, they've already violated this deal once. You may recall that they had too much heavy water on hand in Iran, and we came in and bailed them out by taking it off their hands. So they've already been bad actors inside this deal one time, and now we've got a possible second breach of trust here. It strikes me that the Obama administration is really reaching for a foreign policy achievement before Barack Obama leaves office. And maybe they're turning a blind eye towards these things because they don't want to leave office with having accomplished virtually nothing around the world. And doing so, maybe putting the United States and Israel and our allies and interests in jeopardy. And that's what really is the issue here. We have to stop and check these things out. That's been the fear, from the very beginning.
The willingness, the neediness to get this deal done has put other things at risk, in part just because they wanted to solve for the deal being done. They had the equation already solved and basically did whatever they could to get it done. Scott, ultimately, what happens with Iran now that Donald Trump is going to be there?
Well, obviously, there are good reasons to put this deal on hold. You have congressional Republicans who didn't want this deal in the first place, and they've been trying to prevent these airline sales. My suspicion is when Republicans take over in Washington in January, you're going to see a slowdown in what we're doing with Iran, and that's a good thing because our friend here in this whole region is Israel, and Israel says we have a problem. It's our duty to check it out because if Iran is doing this and they're using diplomatic pouches to do it, it really shows the Obama administration failed in its judgment on this Iran deal.
Israel's our friend. Israel's our ally. Thank you so much, Scott Jennings.